What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. If you have been following along with my Legacy GT build, which is where we're basically throwing a bunch of AliExpress parts at the car, up next is dealing with the intake manifold. I just kind of need to decide if I do indeed want to delete Evap on this car, and I'm really leaning towards doing it just because I would free up this whole area. I'm already doing other like emission deleting related stuff, so it really doesn't matter to keep it to just be like carb compliant. So I'm thinking about just getting rid of it. Another thing I want to do in this video is just get our fuel injector connectors wired up, and then I really want to wire up our boost controller solenoid. So this is a 3-port boost control solenoid. I got this really cheap on AliExpress. I think it was like 30 bucks maybe, and it comes with everything you need. We are gonna have to wire it up though, which is not a big deal, and the fittings on that are the correct size. I think someone said you need a 1/4-inch nipple. I could be wrong on that, but I know if you get one that doesn't have it, Cobb sells a kit that you can buy and you can like install them and you're pretty well good to go. So the first thing I want to do is I want to remove all this Evap solenoid stuff, including our boost control solenoid. Once that's done, we'll go ahead, we'll repin these. Hopefully I can just repin it and not cut it. If we have to cut them though, it's no problem. They do include everything you need there. It'd be pretty sweet if we just repin it though, it makes it way easier. After that, let's go ahead, remove the TGVs, remove the crusty fuel lines. I'm not even going to be delicate with those, I'm just going to cut them up. They're never going to be reused on something. Plus I got a nice set right here. It's pretty nice. So yeah, let's just start removing this mess and get on with the show. We are gonna have to plug this. We're gonna have to plug this. We're gonna have to plug this. One line will end up going to our boost control solenoid. So it may be that one, might be that one. I'm not sure what I want to do yet. So when this is in the car, this is what you'd see kind of at the front. This bottom section right here has a nipple, and it runs to this line in the back. So really, we could just pull this whole thing out. You're gonna see it's teed. Now I'm wondering if I can just disconnect that and plug it right in. Do we have enough length? Maybe if we go behind the wiring for the throttle body, I'll loosen the screw or bolt. Then we could tuck this in behind. Let's just take it off completely actually. Because I'm thinking now I might be able to come in from behind completely. See if I can get more room in there. I don't even know yet if this is going to work. This is just me trying. Pretty well on there now. This goes back on. I may change the routing of this a little bit. I won't know for sure until I get in the car, but that kind of works. It's just snuck right in there. It's as far in there as I can get. If I didn't use a heat gun, it wouldn't have went in, which is nice. So there's something we don't have to block when we decide to do that. Well, we are doing the Evap delete. So this can go to the side. I don't think we're gonna need it. So essentially, we just removed all of this, and there's more to come. With this, I'm really not going to be delicate, just because I'm not keeping any of this. There's no value here, in all honesty. So let's just start disconnecting stuff like the TGV lines. That comes off. The fuel injector line. Basically everything holding the manifold down to the TGVs should be just 10 mils. So remove all the 10 mils you see. So you can see it's pretty well off. I'm just gonna start cutting. I removed this section, just ripped it apart. It's junk anyways. The only thing I just remembered holding it in would be this grounding point. And it's right here where the harness grounds to the back of the TGV. So that's free. So now this TGV should just come off. I was gonna say, it shouldn't be that hard to get it off. Oh, there's two more. Are you kidding me? You remove everything, it comes off. You know, this is gonna fall. I gotta catch it somehow. These old TGVs that we no longer need. Well, she looks fairly naked now, and already you could see how much room has been saved here. These two black connectors we are no longer using because there's nothing to connect to them. So I'm just gonna wrap them in some electrical tape and stick them in the back. So really, you're only gonna have two wires coming out, and the blue one is for your boost control solenoid. So I'll tape these up, stick them in the back, and then we can start working on these connectors here. I'm just gonna tuck them in here for now. When the car is fully all back together, maybe I'll go wait and tape them back or zip tie them. But for now, I'm just gonna leave them just because, I don't know, for some reason, I feel like there's gonna be issues here. I don't know, we'll find out. But let's go ahead and start on these injectors. So I got one of these like pin removing tools or whatever. It's pretty useful, has a bunch of sizes, but I'm just gonna use like this little flat one there. Right there is some gray plastic, and you could just pull it back and the pin should just come out. So that's one. If you're having issues, sometimes I find if you push the pin back in and try again, it will make it easier. And that's two. Sweet. Now, is this gonna work with our aftermarket connector? Nah, these are just too big. I don't think I could use these. But now, should be able to stick these in. And then it comes with these caps. These caps pretty much just slide in. Easier said than done, clearly. Just like that. And now we have a plug. Well, I guess it's not plug and play, but we got a pin connector now for one of our injectors. So I'll go ahead, continue this on off camera, and then you guys will see the finished results. All right, guys, we are all wired up. All the connections are on, all secure. I'm pretty happy with it. I don't think we'll have any issues when we go to do the final install for the intake manifold. Up next is our 3-port boost control solenoid. It's a Mac valve. Now, if it's a legit one, I really don't know. But if you didn't know, Grimspeed and Cobb uses Mac valves for their 3-port boost control solenoids. I found this on AliExpress. I don't remember if it was $25 or $30, but that's Canadian, by the way. It's fairly inexpensive. And inside the box is everything you need, which is your boost control solenoid right there. Which you will notice, it's not wired up, but that is not a problem because it comes with the fittings and everything you need in there. Also, the brass barbs, or the brass fittings on there, they are the correct diameter. I've seen someone do this before, and someone commented that they need larger sized fittings. Now, I know Cobb actually sells what you need if you need a larger size one, but just like the fuel injectors, it does not matter which polarity you wire up your connections. It does not matter. So you can just do it and slap it in. Really shouldn't be too bad. I'm really happy I got that tool. This thing has been coming in clutch. I'll link it down below if you guys are interested. Obviously, I would give this stuff a little while to fully set and cure, but that should be our boost control solenoid. I'll go ahead and design a bracket so we can mount it somewhere here. So I'll be right back. Alright, it has been some time since I worked on the manifold and the boost control solenoid. I don't exactly remember where I left off, but I know this is what we're looking like for the boost control solenoid. And I ended up going through and designing a bracket. Now you're going to notice it looks like absolute garbage. This is what's been screwing me over with 3D printing right now. I did a bunch of upgrades to my... I have an Ender 3, by the way. I did a bunch of upgrades to it. I'm just going through everything, trying to figure out what has been the issue to get such the poor quality. You can even see like random layer lines are like splitting. It's just horrible. Really bad quality. So it's getting me to the point to where I'm just going to buy a Bamboo Lab and forget about it. But it's pretty simple. All it is it bolts up right there on the intake manifold. Boost control solenoid sits right there. We also got these caps to plug up some of those holes. I can't get this fully bolted down because I'm waiting for, I believe it's a 3 mil by 20 mil long hex socket bolt. I ordered just a bunch of different varieties of sizes just because in the future I feel like I'm going to be using them anyways. Just get cracking. I really want to get this car back together, tuned, and enjoy it. I've put so much time and effort into it. I'm hyped to see it going again. Alright, so this is pretty well good to go. Like I said, this looks like complete crap. I'm planning on remaking it once I figure out my issues with my quality. Also, I made it out of PLA, so with the PLA, it's going to deform and warp. I did it just because I knew I was going to replace it anyways, and just PLA is easy to print with right now. I don't want to deal with the difficult filament like ABS, you know, if I'm going to have to remake it anyways. The final version, I'll probably put like rib nuts in there. If I don't find just, you know, threading in, you know, bolts will actually hold it, I might just do some rib nuts, so that is something I want to get into anyways. I left this port open because this is going to go to our boost control solenoid, so that's fine. These I capped off, and then the one in the back should be fine because we took out the T. If there is any issues with this and how I deleted my Evap solenoid, I'll find out when I start tuning, and if there is issues, I'll go ahead and put either some of that back in or all of it, because there's quite a bit here that was removed. So we will see. Hi. Hello. This is the neighborhood cat. He has extra toe beams. Do you want a treat? Come here. Let's get a treat. I forget his name. He has a name. I feel like it's like a human name, like Ryan or something. But he's a pretty good cat. He's outside. I see him every now and then. Can we get a good shot of those toe beans? Nice toe beans, sir. There, here's another one. Do you want one more?